I am Christ-focused affirmations for men seeking more of Jesus. I am not who the world says I am. I am who Christ has claimed, redeemed, and set apart by his blood. I am no longer marked by the shadows I once walked through, because the light of the world stepped into my adventure and rewrote my name with his own scarred hands. And today, I refuse to live like a prisoner, because I am already set free. I will not reach back into my past for the chains Christ has shattered. I will not bow to the voices that contradict the cross. Today, I will walk with my eyes fixed on Christ, my spirit at peace, and my heart anchored in his truth. I am a citizen of the kingdom of heaven. I'm not a wanderer. I'm not an orphan. I am not a mistake. But I am one who is chosen, pursued, called, and sealed by Christ himself. I will move with intentionality, for my adventure on earth is short. I will step into rooms knowing that heaven walks in with me. I will speak life when the world expects silence. I will carry light into places where the darkness thought it ruled. And I will show up, not as who I used to be, but as who Christ has already declared that I am. I am one whose value was settled at the cross. No opinion can raise it. No failure can lower it. No enemy can steal it. Christ himself has placed his worth upon me, and what he calls redeemed cannot be reduced. And today, I will act like someone God refuses to give up on. I will show up with courage. I will move with conviction, and I will choose to reject every lie that tries to drag me back into the mud. I will let my choices speak louder than any doubts that come my way. I am defined by Christ alone. The one who stepped between me and my death, between me and shame and me and the grave, he gets to have the loudest voice in my life. And today I will live like someone who has been delivered. I will honor the one who fought for me. I will embody his freedom. And I will rise. I will speak. I will stand and I will advance his kingdom. Because Christ's declaration over my identity, who he sees me as, is stronger than every lie spoken over my life, whether I believe it or not. I am no longer chained to the sins that once held me hostage. For Christ has shattered every link with his phrase on the cross, "It is finished." My past may remember me, but it no longer defines me. My old patterns may whisper in my ear, but they no longer own me. For Christ has stepped into my darkness and stripped every sin of its claim. And today I will not behave like someone who is still bound to that. I will refuse the bait of the old temptations. I will deny the enemy the pleasure of watching me kneel down to my sin. For today the prison gates are opened, the guards have fled, and I walk into freedom. I am not the mistakes I made in weaker moments. I am not the echo of my failures. I'm not the product of my lowest days. For Christ calls me free, forgiven, and redeemed. And heaven does not speak in half-truths. So I will silence that inner critic, the one that speaks with the enemy's accent. I will starve the thoughts that drag me backwards, and I will feed the truth until it roars louder than any regret. For I will no longer negotiate with shame. I will overthrow it. I will not rehearse guilt. I will rise above it. I am liberated by the King who walked into death and came back holding the keys to life. Sin could not keep him. The grave could not hold him. And because I belong to Christ Jesus, neither can they hold me down. I will choose holiness when my flesh demands compromise. I will move like someone who knows that freedom is not a feeling. Freedom is found in the person of Christ. And today I surrender to him completely. I am one who has been washed clean, renewed and restored and raised into the new life by Christ. For the old has passed and the new has come. And the destruction I once fell victim to has lost its pull over me. For this day I will guard this freedom. I will protect my mind. I will discipline my desires. I will choose the narrow path even though the wide road looks so easy. For I am not a man who drifts or coasts through life, and I will not return to what Christ has rescued me from. I am held up by the one whose voice silences the storms. His strength does not drip, it floods into my life. His power does not flicker, it blazes. And when my weakness rises like a tide, his strength rises higher, breaking over me like a holy wave. And today I will draw from his strength, not my own. I will choose dependence on Christ over pride. I will lean into grace instead of grinding in the flesh. I will let his might carry me farther than my self-effort ever could. And when I reach my limit, I won't stop. I'll step into his. I am unshaken because Christ is my fortress. He is my stronghold and my unbreakable ground. The darkness seeks to surround me. The winds can roar, but they will never move me. For I will stand my ground. I will hold the line. I will lift up my shield and let the light of Christ push back everything that tries to break me today. So to you, Christ Jesus, to you be the glory of my life. Let no one look at me and see me as something of strength, but let it reflect you, Jesus, in everything I do. Today I fully surrender. I fully yield to your glory, for it was never about me. It's always about you, Jesus.